What's going on, y'all? It's Elijah Locks. Today we got another prize picks video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be giving you guys a total of 3 NBA player props I love on the board for this Wednesday, February 12th NBA slate. Pretty good one. Got a lot of games to choose from. It's a very big slate compared to yesterday's 4-game slate. And unfortunately, our video went 2 out of 3. We got hit by that crazy blowout in Portland. The Pistons versus the Bulls game. That game was crazy. At halftime, the score was 71-29. So unfortunately, the one player was from that game that did not hit, Jalen Duren. He ended up only having 4 points. His line was 13.5. So that one did flop because of that blowout, unfortunately. But our other two ones did cash out. Player of the day cashed. If you guys took that with a Taco Tuesday for you guys' choice, like I always recommend, that one did cash. So unfortunately, again, we just ran into that blowout situation. Probably would have cashed if it was a closer game. But again, it's just the name of the game. Sports betting blowouts are due to happen. So hopefully we don't run into those on today's video. Looking at games that are supposed to be projected nice tight games, high scoring games as well. So with that being said, before we get into the props on today's board, make sure to drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turned on. If you guys haven't already, just mean the world to me. It literally takes 1 second down below, and it really help out me, my channel, my content. And if you guys haven't joined already, we got a free Discord. Link will be down below in the description of this video. If you guys haven't joined already, it's just where we'll be posting announcements, extra player props, player of the days, and all that good stuff. So again, completely free. If you guys would like to join, link again will be down below in the description of this video. So with that being said, we're gonna go to hop right to the props I love on the board on today's video. Now, our player of the day, it's kind of an unusual player. A lot of you guys probably aren't familiar with this dude, but we're gonna be rock with Keyshawn George over his PRA line at 17.5. Obviously, throughout the whole season, he's had a lot of unders, but ever since Kuzma left this team and got traded, his minutes have actually been going up so much recently in the last 3 games, last 4 games actually. As you guys can see, before, whenever Kuzma was in there, he was only seeing minutes around the 20. Now, recently, ever since the trade, he's been seeing a lot more workload and just overall and more incorporation into this offense for the Washington Wizards. 30, 33, and 36. So every single game, his numbers have been going up, and he's actually been going crazy recently, going well over this line every single time. 27, 24, and 21. Now we got this matchup against the Indiana Pacers, who actually have a very weak defense this season. They're at 21st, 20th, and 14th in PRA allowed, game around 115. 45 and 26 a game. So again, just with the way he's been playing, performing recently, Brooklyn and Kings, they're very similar defenses, and he had a total of 27 and 21. And then against a very tough Cleveland matchup, he had a total of 24. So again, this is a much more easy matchup for him. And again, with his minutes workload, I feel like this line at 17.5 is very low in my opinion. If we look at these last couple games, 8, 10, and 10 shot attempts. He's been seeing crazy rebound chances, 8, 10, and 10. Potential assists, 6, 9, and 6. So again, the combined totals have actually been super high, and just the potentials in general. Again, the line is only at 17.5. So with that much volume that he's been seeing recently, and the increase, it's just only been going up every single game from there. I feel like this is a very good line for him to cover. He has a great resume against these guys as well. Against the Washington Wizards, last matchup that he saw, he had a total of 25 PRA, and he only played 28 minutes in this matchup. So again, with the increase, again, the volume and ceiling on this play is definitely going to be higher. 8 shot attempts, 10 rebound chances, and 8 potential assists. His shot attempts have been going up significantly. So again, I think this is a very good line for Keyshawn George. Again, against opposing point guards, they're ranked 29th, damn near last in points allowed, which he does play that 1 and 2 spot. So again, a lot of volume and workload should be able to come from this guy, him and Jordan Poole. But Jordan Poole is kind of like a iffy player. He's either super hot or super cold. So I feel like Keyshawn George, his consistency has been there in this fast-paced type of offense that the Indiana Pacers play. It should really benefit Keyshawn George's play style, just with the type of guard he is and whatnot. He's a very, I'm not too familiar with watching him, but I know he's a nice little fast-paced type of guard. So again, with that fast-paced type of environment that he's going to be in, which Indiana Pacers do end up playing, I believe this should be a very good matchup, which we saw recently against these guys in, again, minus 30 minutes from him. With the minutes being up, this one should be a very good line in my opinion. So with that being said, our player of the day on today's video is going to be this Keyshawn George play, 17.5 PRA. Those are the ones I recommend the most. If you guys are new to the channel, give guys player of the day in every single video, and those are the ones I'm most confident in. So with that being said, player of the day is going to be this 17.5 PRA for this February 12th NBA slate. Second player in today's video, We're going to be rocking with Jaden McDaniels over the 6.5 rebounds line. I believe this is a very good matchup for him. The last 10 games, he's actually been super consistent on covering this line throughout the whole season. Actually, he's been a dog. Last 10 games, gone 7 out of 10. The only times that he did go under was this kind of blowout against the Cleveland Cavs. They're very good on controlling the rebounds, though. They got Jared Allen, Evan Mobley. Obviously, that he's going to have a tough time. This matchup, they got blown out they blew out the Utah Jazz. Obviously, Utah Jazz have just been terrible all season. And then this matchup against Phoenix Suns, he got hooked by 0.5. And surprisingly, they do pretty solid on the boards as well. But his minutes have been through the roof recently. Whenever it's a close game, we'll definitely see 35 plus minutes. And this one should be a nice one against the Milwaukee Bucks. He's been seeing a total of 12 rebound chances in the last 10 games, which we'd love to see. And overall, Milwaukee is ranked 25th in rebounds allowed, giving around 45 plus a game. If we look at opposing power forward position, they give around 10 a game. Small forward, which I would more consider Jaden McDaniels, they give around 8 a game. So again, a nice combined total of 18 plus that they give up from those two spots that Jaden McDaniels does play. So again, I feel like to say very fair line for him. Obviously, his recent head-to-heads doesn't really do him justice. These games were both from last season. Definitely didn't see nearly as much work, only 19 and 24 minutes compared to the 35 that he's been averaging recently. And again, 12 rebound chances. I feel like this is a very good line for him. And then this little insight down below, Jaden McDaniels has exceeded 6.5 rebounds in 7 straight games at home, averaging almost 9 rebounds. So again, if we look at his last couple games on the stretch at home, he's covered this line well over every single time. And then now he has this easy matchup against Milwaukee, which is so vulnerable on giving up those rebounds. I feel like this should be another good game and just continue to keep this nice little stretch going where he's been pretty solid on being consistent covering these boards. So not really much else to explain right here because it is a rebounds play, but I feel like this one's pretty low in my opinion. So second player, Jaden McDaniels over this line right here, over the rebounds. And okay, so Prize Picks unfortunately did end up taking down his rebounds line. They only got the Goblin and Demon. The Demon's actually very high at 9.5. Surprisingly, I feel like that one really doesn't have a good chance at all hitting, but the 6.5 line was pretty solid. I'm just gonna be throwing this in there for like a placeholder. So whenever you guys see the video though, I'll definitely take the normal line as long as it's not like bumped up to anything crazy. But even 5.5 rebounds, this Goblin play is a solid one. But again, I would definitely recommend that 6.5 line for Jaden McDaniels. So that is our second player on today's video. And then with the last and final play that we'll give you guys, remember our Darius Garland over a 3-pointers line. I typically don't like to do these ones, but again, I feel like this line that he needs to cover 3 threes made is very low in my opinion. Last 10 games, he's covered this line 90% of the time. Now he's going against this weak Toronto defense, who is ranked so bad on giving up opposing threes to point guards and shooting guards. As you guys can see, ranked 18th and 14th on 3-pointers made allowed, giving around a combined total of 7 plus a game. So again, Darius Garland, he's been putting up a lot of threes recently. Last 10 games, been taking 7 plus shot attempts on average from the 3-point line, shooting 48%, which is insane value. So again, as long as he knocks down that percentage that he's been hitting at recently. Again, he has a nice easy matchup against these guys right here. I believe this one should be a good line for him. And then this insight, Garland has exceeded 2.5 3-pointers made in 5 straight games on the road, averaging 4 3-pointers made. So again, damn near double this line. If we look at this matchup, he's been cash money every single line against opposing teams, and very similar defenses like the Toronto Raptors, like Washington, Detroit, Philly, for example. Those are all similar teams on giving up those points allowed in overall 3-pointers made. So again, I feel like this is a very good line for him, and he actually has a very good resume against these guys. The two recent matchups that they have this season, he had 4 in both these ones, and then again, now they're on the road over there. Both these ones are home games, and on the road, he's actually been knocking down more majority of his 3-pointers compared to being at home. So if he covered at home and compare that to when he's on the road, I feel like that's even more value right there. 30 and 35 minutes. His shot attempts 7 in both these ones, and again, that's damn near similar to every single game that he's been taking on average. He's been super consistent on putting up these shots. So as long as he knocks these ones down for us, I believe this one should have a very good chance of hitting, and pretty low in my opinion. Not really much else to explain right here other than his consistency has been through the roof. Even last 20 games, he's been 70% of the time. So I feel like this line's very low in my opinion. Has an easy matchup. Has had recent success against these guys as well. 2 out of 2 in their last 2 meetings, well over. And with that being said, last player on today's video is going to be this Darius Garland play right here at the 2.5 3-pointers made. So these are my 3 players I'm rocking with for this Wednesday, February 12th NBA slate. Again, Keyshawn George, 17.5 PRA. If you guys take anything, I would always recommend the player of the days. In that case, we're rocking with this prop right here. Second player, we have to throw in the Goblin for for the meantime of this video. Unfortunately, right when I made this video, they did end up throwing or taking out the normal play for his rebounds. So I like the 6.5 line for him, but if it's not back up, it'll probably be a backup by the time you guys are seeing this video though. But if not, this is a pretty good alternative. Obviously, you were going to get the payout boost, but again, it is what it is. Hopefully, it's back up though whenever you guys are viewing this. And then with the last player, Garland over that 2.5 3-pointers made. So these are my 3 players I'm rocking with Wednesday, February 12th NBA slate. Like the value on all these ones from the information and breakdowns that I gave you guys. And again, you guys mix and match these however you guys want to. Take whichever information and breakdowns that I gave you guys on these props and use them however you guys want to, or tell straight up. I'll be rocking this 3-man personally, and I believe these ones all should have a great edge on being a nice little overplay for us. So with that being said, that is pretty much all I got for you guys on today's video. Again, please drop a like and subscribe. It would just mean the world to me. The video before last video, we went 3 out of 3 on our props, and unfortunately, again, the blowout really chalked yesterday's video. Would have went 3 out of 3, but again, can't control a 71 to 29 point lead. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a halftime lead that large in the NBA like in the last couple of years. So just unfortunate right there, but hopefully you could bounce back on today's video with these props right here. And that is all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's see today.